Consider the cotton t-shirt you're wearing right now. Soft, breathable, and simple. Yet behind it lies a global journey that spans continents, machines, water systems, and even the climate. Have you ever wondered how it's made and what kind of impact it leaves behind? It all begins on vast cotton farms across the globe. China, India, and the United States grow nearly 70% of the world's cotton. This concentration means decisions made in just a few regions influence the environmental footprint of cotton everywhere. And what happens on these farms, how they irrigate, fertilize, and harvest, has a massive impact on the planet. Cotton is a thirsty crop. It needs huge amounts of water, often drawn from already stressed water supplies. It's also heavily treated with fertilizers, pesticides, and insecticides more than any other major crop. While this improves yields, it creates toxic runoff that threatens ecosystems and harms farm workers' health. Once the fluffy cotton bolls are harvested, often with self-driving machines, they're sent to a ginning facility to be cleaned and pressed into large bales. From there, the journey to fabric begins. At textile mills, cotton fibers are spun into yarn, then knitted or woven into fabric. But raw fabric isn't yet ready to wear. It's coarse, dull, and needs to be bleached, dyed, and finished, a process that requires lots of energy and chemicals. In fact, dyeing and finishing alone account for up to 60% of the pollution in textile manufacturing. The use of harmful dyes and untreated wastewater can contaminate rivers, harming wildlife and local communities. And that's just the first half of the story. Once the product reaches your home, its most resource-intensive phase begins. When we look at the full life cycle, textile manufacturing is the main driver of acidification, smog, and eutrophication, due to the energy used and chemicals released during processing. However, what's even more surprising is that the use and disposal phase turns out to be the biggest environmental burden of all. Washing and drying make up 69% of a cotton shirt's carbon footprint, with dryers using 5 times more energy than washers. And with hundreds of loads each year, that energy use adds up fast. Turning cotton fiber into fabric already consumes a lot of energy, about 114,000 megajoules per 1,000 kilograms of knit fabric, but repeated home drying adds even more to that footprint over time. Emissions increase from just 268 kilograms carbon dioxide per 1,000 kilograms of raw cotton to over 9,000 kilograms carbon dioxide after it becomes knit fabric and enters daily use. The biggest jump comes from electricity use during production and laundering. When we compare cotton fiber to knit and woven fabric, it's clear that finished fabric has a far greater environmental impact in nearly every category, such as water use, energy demand, and emissions. It's also turned fashion into second largest polluter in the world after oil. But there are things we can do. Wash in cold water. Air dry whenever possible. Buy fewer, better quality items. Support brands using organic or recycled cotton. Donate, reuse, or recycle old clothes instead of throwing them away. So the next time you pull on that cotton t-shirt, remember, you're wearing a story, and you have the power to make it a more sustainable one.